So as you can see, we're up to 8-4, synthetic division. If you're thinking about oils and you have a synthetic oil, it's improved. So you can think of it that way. So some of you are going to say, well, why didn't you just show us this if this is so much better than long division? And the answer to that is crazy problems like number 6, where you've got this wacky denominator. Synthetic division will not work. So there is a need for long division. Having said that, let's talk about synthetic division. And I have some weird terminology that goes along with this, but I just think it helps students memorize things. So we look at the bottom, we ask ourselves, what value for x would cause this to equal 0? In other words, set it equal to 0. You don't literally have to do this because you can look at this and just say it's 1, but add 1, we'd get x is 1. So 1 is what we're going to put in. Get ready for this, you guys. Why do I call these things strange names? So that you guys will remember it. But you're going to put that number in what I call the cheap monk nest. Cheap monk nest. So that's from one of my favorite movies, Nacho Libre, so it works. But once you put that number up there, then you take all the coefficients off, 2, -3, 4, 5. So I took this, 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 and this, made a line. Now I'm going to make a line like this, leaving enough space here for us to put a number. But the first thing you do is you drop that number underneath the line, and now it begins. This times this is 2, and I put it right here. Then I add when I go down, so that'd be -1. Then I do it again. This times this is -1. I put it right here, and then I add when I go down. 4 and -1 is 3. This times this is 3. Put it here, and then I add when I go down. 5 and 3 is 8. Now, what the heck is this? Well, hold on a second. Thought I had to sneeze. Sorry about that, you guys. So this is actually your answer hidden. So when you're doing synthetic division, this number that pops out at the end is your remainder. And when this started as x cubed, this will always drop down 1 power. So this gives us 2x squared. And then you just go in descending order. So that's -1x plus 3. And then we got our remainder here of 8. So it's plus 8 all over x minus 1. Now if you actually did this, x minus 1, and you did this, and 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 5, and you did long division, you'd get the same thing. This is just faster, a lot easier. But you can see all these denominators are very, very handmade for this to work. So what causes the denominator to be a 0? 3. Put that in your cheap monk nest. Ask me in class where in the world in Nacho Libre that even came from. But that's what we're going to go with. And then we take our coefficients off. Draw a line, make sure there's a space here. Now you know why. Take that first number, bring it underneath the line, and then it begins. 3 times 2 is 6, and then you add. 3 times 7 is 21, and then you add. 3 times -3 is -9, and then you add, -19. You look at the highest power of the numerator in the problem, and you drop down 1. So if that's a 3, that means this is 2x squared. Then you just keep going down 1. X minus 3 plus, and here's my remainder, -19 all over the denominator, which is x minus 3. Hopefully you're picking up on that pattern. Now, if all of these were that easy, I would say you guys are good, but this has a little red flag special in it. That's where math kind of bites you a little bit. You got to look out for these little tricks. Notice this goes from cubed to the first. That's where the red flag is. You got to say, uh-oh. Now I'm going to tell you what I mean, but let's start here. What do we put in the cheap monk nest? -2. How come? That's what will cause the denominator to be 0. It's just what you do. But because this is not in chronological order or linear order, it goes from 3 to 1, we have to see this as 2y cubed plus 0y squared minus 9y to the first plus 3. That's what you need to see. And if you don't see it, then synthetic division won't work. 2, 0, negative 9, 3. Now I know in long division, I warned you about the same stuff. So this isn't brand new. So you should be getting better at being on the hunt for this. So here we go. Take the 2 underneath the line, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. Look at the highest power, it's a 3 in the numerator. It's a 3, so we're going to drop down 1 from there. So this is 2x squared minus 4x minus 1 plus, there's my remainder, 5 over, oh, I adjusted to x. So that should be a y, that should be a y. Sorry about that. And we get y plus 2. Those are y's. All right. This one definitely fits into the red flag special. So your brain should see this as x to the 4th plus 0x cubed plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 1. And then we go here and we say, hey, what do we put in the chipmunk nest? A 1. Now we just take these coefficients, 1, 0, 0, 0, negative 1. Draw the line. Take that underneath the line. Do nothing with it, but drop it underneath the line. Now you get going. 1 times 1 is 1, and we add. 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 We get 0. The highest power was a 4, so we just have to remember to drop down 1. So we get 1x cubed plus 1x squared plus 1x plus 1, and there's no remainder, so that would be our answer. There you go, synthetic division. Not too bad.